Oh yeah.
Last time we were talking about fast food stories.
Oh yeah. No, and it doesn't. I basically to sum that up, it's I it has I have really bad self control with that, and even after seeing those tacos again, I still ate it. Uh it was still too good. I mean, Taco Bell and those fast food joints. I mean, it's good to eat every once in a while, but it's still. I mean, whenever you are in a situation where that's all you have to eat when you're like on vacation, not vacation, but like say you're on like a work trip like me, and where you just want to indulge, like, and you've been working for forever. It seems like a
Mm,
12-hour shift, and all you can think about is food, and it's the easiest thing to get. Uh, that and Waffle House. That's my other vice. Is Waffle
mm,
House. So good. But but yeah, I mean with like I guess my food stories. So a good friend of mine, Fox, introduced me to the Jack in the Box Munchie Meal, which is basically it's not a promotion, but it's this deal they do after midnight or getting closer to midnight. It's only for the nighttime. They basically have a box. It has you have a meal that you can get in there. They have like it's like three or four or five different options, but I usually get this like chicken nugget melt sandwich. It comes with two tacos and a bunch of fries, and they don't ever skimp on the fries. But you
mm.
get like the little tacos. If you've ever had the Jack in the Box tacos, they're decent. They're not bad, but it's definitely like one of those things where it's like it's a lot of food. Well, these things
Mm.
are like 2,600 calories. I mean, these are very, very big meals. And Fox introduced it to me when I was my first time for San Diego Comic Con. And we went, and I was like, I have never had this before, and it was delicious. I was like, man, this is awesome. Well, fast forward to after I got back from Comic Con, and uh, Tori came down to visit from for before we got married. She came down and visited. I took her one night. We were up late watching a movie, and I was really hungry, and so I was like, man, there's nothing open. And I was like, hey, have you ever had a munchie meal? And she's like, what is that? I was like, well, I'm about to change your life. It's awesome. And we went over to the local Jack in the Box. Went over there. I got the same nugget sandwich, and Tori was like, oh, okay, no, you can get that. I'll get that too. Well, Tori took like two bites of this nugget sandwich, and she said she didn't like it. And I'm one of those people like, well, we don't waste food in this house. That was my first mistake. Second
Mm.
mistake was taking the bite of. I ate my sandwich, which, mind you, again, these meals are like 2,000 something calories, and I had already eaten mine, and I was regretting eating it, but I didn't want to, I didn't want to back out of what I said because we don't waste food in this house. I don't do that. And so I was like, I'll eat it, being the man. I was like, all right, I'll eat that. Don't worry about it. I ate the tacos and finished off the fries, and then got to the nugget sandwich. I was like, man, this is gonna be good. And I took
Nugget
that.
sandwich.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's pretty good. It's actually really good. And then I took the bite of it, and I could after the second or third bite of her sandwich, I could feel my arteries like start to like get hard and like tight, and like
Hmm.
I felt like I was gonna die. Yeah, it was it was really really bad, and I didn't actually finish the sandwich. I could not finish. I got like halfway in and was like, yeah, I can't do this, and I just threw it away, which is not like me, but I literally just couldn't eat it. But mind you, I haven't had Jack in the Box since then. Since that incident,
Mm.
I haven't had it. Um, but it wasn't. Like I said, I'm not saying that the munchie meals are bad. It's just a lot of food. Like I think you can split. Realistically, if you got a munchie meal, you can split the munchie meal with somebody. I mean, that it could feed two people. It really
Mm.
could. So I mean, if you haven't had one, I think that they're definitely worth a try. But I definitely don't think that you know I don't think it's good for you to eat one all to yourself unless you're like me and it's like, hey, you know what, that's fine, we can do that. Have you ever had a munchie meal before? Did you even know
I
about
have
those?
not.
Oh, okay.
Uh, we talked about them, but No, I haven't had one.
Oh man, you need to get one. But don't like I said, don't get two. Get one.
Yeah,
Get what you can
I
handle.
I don't eat much as it is.
Yeah,
So
so maybe don't get the nugget sandwich one. Get another one. It's not value your life. Don't get a second one.
I remember one time. This was years ago. I was staying with my grandparents. We had Chinese takeout, and we were sick the whole night from it.
Ah,
Like, lose my train of thought because I'm attacking things.
yeah,
but
no, yeah.
Yeah, we got Chinese takeout from Hot Walk, I think it was
Oh
called.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we got sick the whole night, and if you ever seen The Exorcist, yeah,
I don't like where this is going. Yikes.
let's just say it was very reminiscent.
Oh jeez.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was something we ate. Yeah, it was something we ate, but I don't know what. I don't know what it was. I don't know what in the meal caused it, or if it was just the amount. Even though we didn't eat that much, we just ate the average amount, from what I remember.
Oh jeez, man.
I don't know what it was that caused it, but the whole night just.
Ugh.
No, it was the whole night, and I think the rest of that day too.
Jeez, man, that's rough.
But we were out for the count for a good whole day.
Yeah, that Chinese food, those buffets will mess you up, and the takeout, that'll mess you up. They don't really skimp on the portions over there at Hot Walk. That's some good stuff. Let's see here. Let me go to my blacksmith here and let me get the. Hey, you got the sword back. Yes. All right, now what do I throw on there? I feel like I need to throw something on there. Let me see if this thing's any better first of all before I start talking about how great the blacksmith is.
John Cena and Pops. You ever seen that? It's like a meme, but a lot of YouTubers use it in their videos. It's like a green screen of John Cena coming through the walls.
Are you sure about that? Yeah, I've seen
Yep.
that. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Before I hold myself to doing that, I don't know if I'm that talented of an editor yet.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
That's when you figure out how to do it. Now, I will tell you this. I looked it up on YouTube. They do have like the green screen videos that you can download, and then you can add them. But I don't know what I'm doing for that either. So don't take my word take my word for it.
If you see that in this video, it'll be a miracle, but don't expect it.
Yeah. Well, hey. We'll try.
We're only like 9 episodes into this. 10. I think this is 10th.
Yeah. I will say they back onto what we were talking about a second ago about the food. Do you want to run Creepy Crypt or you want to try another one? Because they have like they have a couple of different like secret missions, but Creepy Crypt obviously has all as the most chests.
Whatever you think will get us the best
Gear.
Yeah, the best equipped to fight the final guy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run it at a higher difficulty, so we can get better gear. Yeah, I think that's where I messed up.
All right.
But yeah. I mean, I will say that like I said, my other vice is Waffle House, and those of us that have had Waffle House know what I'm talking about. If you can, Christian, find the clip of what was that guy from Vine? I can't remember his name, but he has the video of the fight in the Waffle House with the dude just like, "Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle?" And then it's the two cooks, the two Waffle House workers beating each other up.
Can I get a waffle? Can I please get a waffle?
Isn't outside smoking a cigarette, or there's not a fight happening in the parking lot. It's not a good one. Now
I don't know his name, but I have seen that.
Yeah. I'm not condoning, because I know that Waffle House was in the spotlight. Oh, what was it, like a couple of years ago now, where it was that a couple of people have gotten shot in the parking lot. I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I mean like in the most lighthearted way possible. That if there's not like some not sketchy characters, but definitely like the characters you're not like you don't see it like Cracker Barrel or like other like family oriented establishments. That's what I'm kind of talking about. If you catch my drift. Because there's always the stereotypical characters in Waffle House. There's always the old guy reading, he's at the bar stools. He's reading the paper, drinking his coffee, and that's about all he does. He just sits there and drinks. Then you have the people that are coming through that are stopping to get waffles and other like burgers and stuff like that. You have the people that have been overly refreshed for the night after a long night of drinking and other activities, and they're in there recovering from their night. And you can usually tell if it's been a good night of either how quiet it is or how loud it is at their table, respectively. And then you have people like me, where you try and reenact that episode of SpongeBob where he comes in and talking about how he lost his identity, and you're like trying to eat as much food as humanly possible, and then your wife's asking you, what are you doing? You're not living in some sort of like, it's not like LA Noir or something like that where, it's like black and white and you're trying to like, tell a story through like flashbacks or something, and it's raining outside and, that kind of thing.
You're just twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not one of those people, but I do enjoy an occasional trip to Waffle House. Now, I can't go to Waffle House that much anymore because I haven't really been in the mood for it, and honestly, after I've been my last trip to one was whenever I was on a trip again, and I went in, and there was the one that I went to, it was no different than any other one I've ever been to. I mean, it was the stereotypical people were in there. The cook was outside smoking a cigarette, so I was like, hey man, this is gonna be a good one. But the flies in that one were it was too much. I couldn't do it, and I was like, I couldn't do it. Even for the ambience, I couldn't do it. But I still got my food to go. Got the waffle to go. Got the little to-go syrup. It was you gotta get loaded up when you go over there. You gotta get the to-go syrup and everything else. So, but
get the chef to go.
No. You leave them there. You just get your syrup. You get your waffle, and you get out. Maybe you get a chocolate milk to go. If you're like me. But yeah, I mean, every place has its like stereotypical thing. I mean, like for instance, I'll send you a picture so you can put it up on screen. But Victoria and I just got a cat. We made our first married decision on getting an animal. We got our little kitty cat, Frenchie, short for French fry. And when we got her from an adoption agency and a couple of states over, and we went and got her, and she's her backstory. The reason why her name is French Fry is that the previous owners of the cat dropped her and the other cat, BK Betty, at by the dumpster at Burger King. And basically, yeah. So that's how her namesake came along, was Frenchie or French Fry. Well, we call her Frenchie, and that's what they called her at the adoption agency, was Frenchie. And she's our new little addition. She's very sweet until she tries to bite me. But every place has its own stereotypical thing. Like Burger King now will ever be associated with me, where people like the dump cats over there. Nothing, I don't think I don't think they put that in the Sneak King game that they released a couple of years back, but and it's definitely, I can see like, the first or second time you hear like a Burger King burning down, it's like, man, that really is frame broiled. They really, because I think it's like, what is it? Have it your way. Is that Burger King? Is that the slogan? Have it your way.
I think so.
Yeah. I don't
Snake
know.
King was released a couple of years ago.
Not a couple years ago, like 2000,
Uh,
like mid 2000s.
yeah, that was when we were kids.
Yeah, it was
Oh
like
man, I feel
it,
old.
it was like those game discs that they'd give in like the meals or whatever, like kind of what I mean, not like a Happy Meal because they don't have Happy Meals there, but
I remember playing that.
yeah, I think like Rooster Teeth did a video on how to I don't know if it was Rage Quit or not, I can't remember, but they did a video on that and it was actually quite amusing. Uh but I mean, I think it's hard to find that game now because there's not so many. I think there's a lot of copies of it. And
Uh,
I think it's like really buggy too. So it's like even if you do have it, I don't think like a lot of the copies work or whatever.
uh,
But I don't really have any stories for like a lot of other ones. But um, I will say this: the exclusive franchises per region of oh gosh, well this isn't gonna be good. Just gotta get
oh,
strapped in.
oh. Okay, just
Stay alive.
explode.
Ah,
Gotcha. I gotcha.
trade.
Get away, 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 get away.
The exclusive, like I was saying, the exclusive franchises gosh, I am getting destroyed. The exclusive franchises per region, like you have like Whataburger and like In and Out and things like that. Like those of you know the audience that know either of those franchises, they're gonna be it's gonna be per region of the United States. Like the West Coast has In and Out, and it's a really unique eatery. I feel like, I mean, and it's a hit or miss, like with any fast food place. Like everybody's like, oh man, that's so good, and it's like, oh man, like no, that's trash, like nobody wants to eat that. Like In and Out, I like In and Out only because maybe it's just because I don't have it all that often, but I know that there's an art to it. Like you have to know the secret menu, you need to know how to like play the menu, because their menu is very like simple. They have like they have 3 burgers, like different like milkshakes and French fries and things like that. But like then you have like the animal style, the spread that they have. Then you gotta know how to introduce that. Then they have the secret menu stuff, like the stuff that they don't advertise on their regular menu, like the Flying Dutchman. Like it's literally just a patty with cheese on it that they put in a box. That's like that's the kind of stuff that they have, and it's like like you gotta know how to play that kind of stuff. And then you have like Whataburger that has like really really good ketchup. Like they have the spicy ketchup. They have I think they have like some other kinds of sauces. I mean they sell them in Walmart now. You have different things like that. Like every franchise has its thing, and that just so happens to be those 2 respective things. I don't know, like it's I'm in I oh.
What is animal style supposed to mean?
Well, it's basically all right. So I'm not obviously. Oh, come on. So I'm not from. Obviously, I'm not from the West Coast. So if there is someone watching that can clarify that, you can post in the comments if I'm wrong, or maybe just fact check me. But the animal style is, I think, it's just the sauce, the spread. So like when you order, like for instance, you want to get the double animal style. Is basically they have the burger, they make the burger, but they put the spread on it for you. And it's like it's got extra sauce on it, and I think they just call it animal style because it's got the sauce. And like same thing if you order animal style fries, they put the French fries in a little I'm trying to, like, it's a boat, I guess, basically, like the little like French fry tray for to go, not like a cup or anything like that. And they put the animal style sauce on it. And you can request more sauce and stuff like that. And the people are usually very friendly, like they're like Chick-fil-A kinda, but they have a very effective drive-through system like Chick-fil-A does, because I mean a lot of people like to eat it. But that's the animal style thing, is the spread that you put on the fries and the burger. And it's usually pretty good. You just gotta know how to play the menu. But it's not, obviously, like fast food isn't everybody's forte. But if you do go to In-N-Out a lot, you end up sounding like Bubble Bass from the episode of SpongeBob where he goes and eats the Krusty Krab and complains he doesn't have any pickles. That's how you end up sounding, but it's funny. That's how I
Uh,
usually feel, but it's not bad if you've ever had it.
do we have enough time to talk about our man Lou?
Oh yeah, no, we got time.
All right. How did how do we start this?
Well, you have to know that the backstory of Captain Lou. You gotta go with the backstory.
So there was, I think it was in the '80s. There was a Super Mario like live show, and Lou, I forget his last name.
Albano. Or Albano.
Albano. Yeah, Lou Albano slash Albano was the guy who played Mario.
Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario!
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, I was also gonna say he also had a brief career as I think he was the WWF at the time. He was one of the wrestlers, and he was just Captain Lou Albano. That's how I think he got that name, was because he was in wrestling. But go ahead.
I don't know if I was told about it or I just discovered it and I told you about. No, no, you sent me a clip of Lou, then I looked into the Mario show.
Yes. Yeah, because
Yeah, okay.
the Game Grumps, or no, it wasn't Game Grumps. It was Oni Plays. They covered it where they were talking about a bit where you can link it if you want, and our viewers can make a determination on their own, but they were having it where basically there's a scene, it's called Neatness Counts is the name of the episode, and basically like Mario and Luigi are talking in their like little in the living room, and they're talking about being neat, making everybody making everything look neat, and it goes with their clothes, and basically the whole bit is that Luigi corrects or Mario corrects Luigi, and then Luigi corrects Mario, and Mario's response, it sounds like Mario says "F you, Luigi," but in the what the subtitles say and what the script says was "Thank you, Luigi." But to me, I agree with what the Oni Games crew said. It definitely
Me
sounds
too.
like "F you, Luigi," and I
I
heard
do not hear thank.
yeah, and I showed it to Christian here, right? Whenever I initially showed it to him, he agrees with me, but I'll have him link it in the description or pin it in a comment so you can make a determination, and then you can post in the comments if you agree with us or you heard "Thank you, Luigi," which is what's supposed to be said. But I think it was very evident that's not what he said. But I think that's what makes it all the more funnier, because he was like, "And you have some spaghetti on your overalls," and then he just says it. I'm like, wow, it's awesome.
Good to see their relationship is healthy.
No, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, how else?
Eh,
Yeah.
And
But
then he does PSAs.
oh my
He
gosh,
makes
yeah,
fun of a
the PSAs are awesome. I love the PSAs. Oh man, go ahead and share with the people, Christian, what some of your favorite PSAs are.
Okay, this is just his PSA. I'm not saying anything about this. I'm just saying this is PSA, and we find it funny. But in one of them, he says, it's about drugs. He's encouraging kids to not do drugs. Great, that's awesome. But at the end, he says, if you do drugs, you will go to hell before you die.
Yeah, it's so awesome. It's kind of like it's the ad campaign from the '80s about to get the kids to stop doing drugs, like Michael Jordan with the "Stop it, get some help," and for the McDonald's campaign, like it's those ad campaigns. But this is like for a local TV network that he did it in Philadelphia, which is I'm pretty sure where they aired the show or filmed it. And it was that, and it was. It's just he has that PSA. He has the PSA about the guns and knives. Is like, do you have a loved one who has a gun or a knife? Guns and knives are not toys. Like, or I think or something like that, or because you don't want to like find out if a knife is sharp or a gun is loaded. So leave them alone. And like he means well. He really does. And I think you can't like. at his core, you can't really make fun of the guy. You can't knock him for
Yeah.
doing the PSA,
Mhm.
But it's just the way he talks and how goofy he looks with the Mario mustache. You really can't take him seriously. But
No.
it's the funniest thing ever.
And in
Good.
the drug one, he goes, call your priest, call your rabbi, call your parents, call your friends.
Yeah, call your moms, your dads. Like I mean, he's just trying to be a good influence on these kids, and that like it's very admirable. He's trying to
Mhm.
he's just trying to do the right thing, whether or not he's getting paid to do it or not. I mean, it is what it is. I think everybody can get behind that,
Mhm.
obviously. The other thing that was funny about that is that he oh god, no. Let me see if I can kill him
And
real quick.
I watched the show itself, and the show, I mean, like, it's kind of quirky because it's from the 80s, but it's actually pretty good and entertaining. I think. Because they have episodes on it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I mean, his PSAs are awesome. I mean, and it's I forget how many there are, but there's like it seems like every time we boot on YouTube and just want to look at something, there seems to be another one that just dusts out from the archives. Uh, and that's what makes me laugh so much is that they just seem to appear, and that's the funny thing is that it it's just like it. I don't know how they keep coming back or how they keep finding the new ones. And then obviously you have the wonderful people on YouTube that edit them and create like the YouTube poop type content where it's like the it'll have the PSA and then it's like this one clip where Mario like falls through like a brick wall and it's like all distorted and all that other stuff and it's hilarious and can be kind of disturbing, but it's all good natured stuff. Um, that's the kind of content that like that YouTube obviously is known for a lot of the time if for the uninitiated to the platform, but really who isn't at this point and
Yeah,
isn't it? It's all
almost
fashion.
20 years old now. Oh.
Yeah.
To the rescue.
Yeah, I'm getting like messed up, but I forget we are on like a higher difficulty.
Yeah.
This thing and this sword's just super slow too for taking out fast mobs. But yeah, I mean there's a lot of funnier PSAs that other ones, but you can look up literally like 80s drug campaigns and it's like they had like Mr. T, oh gosh, they had so many ones and it's like they're all kind of like cringy in their own respect, but I mean they like again they're meant to mean well, but they are just some of the most cringy things I've ever seen.
Why is this not working?
I died in a bad spot.
Oh, is it me getting hit? That was.
Yeah, that's it. Every time you get hit, it just goes to show how bad our gear is right now. Because like we're not even like that's not even like the hard difficulty, and we were at the recommended level for that.
I'm drinking water for those wondering what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, kids.
Yep.
And adults.
Yep.
I need to start keeping track of time. I've been trying to get better about that, but I get so invested in the conversations.
Oh no, it's fine. We're not. I'll let you know whenever we're getting to that time. But
I also feel like abrupt endings can kind of like be a thing of ours.
Well, it is kind of like a thing where we kind of need to have like a more of a flowing ending, so we don't like like wrapping up conversations like right now we're approaching our mark, so we should probably start. But it's when we're at points like this, it's like it's hard to, because it's like all right, really what do we say? But we can always catch you in the next episode is a good way to say it, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely catch you in the next episode where we decide what we're finally gonna do.
Oh, are we doing that now?
No, that's
Okay,
exactly.
bye.
Yeah, that's
Bye.
exactly. Yep. Bye.
See you next episode. Like, comment, subscribe.